Yo, yo, what's poppin', guys? It's been a minute. So, quick life update. I am no longer an in-person personal trainer. And you know what that means? It means it's a lot harder to actually go to the gym when I don't work at the gym. So, I've developed a new protocol for myself. Less gym time does mean more time for focused practice and training. So I've cut down my normal 4-day gym workout lifting schedule per week to 2 days. And I'm practicing 3 to 4 days a week, depending on recovery and how much sleep I get and, life and family obligations. So yeah, I'm gonna take you guys through a workout today so I can show you how I still stay lean, strong, and shredded, lifting only 2 days a week and practicing 3 to 4. Cause after I lift, I'm gonna get busy. All right, cool, let's go. All right, guys. So whenever I hit the gym, and this gym specifically, it has a turf area and a sled. So I like to use ATG's sled push-pull system for the warm-up. Yo, this shit get me sweating real fast. Like, you can feel your heart rate come up, all the muscles are being engaged, and you feel primed for your workout. So what I like to do is a push all the way down, attach a TRX band set to the sled, and then pull all the way back. And then after the push and pull, I like to do lateral skips all the way down on one side, so to my right, and then all the way back down to my left. That way I get forward movement, backward movement, and then side to side movement. The perfect warm up. You're welcome. All right, so now what I like to do is some pogo jumps. I never called it pogo jumps before, but I saw my friend Dr. K from X Fiends crew call it a pogo jump on his story, so I'm gonna just call it a pogo jump now. But before, I would just say, jump, right? Like a springy ass jump, and I'll jump all the way down the turf and all the way back. That way, now with the sled, we have front and back, lateral skip, side to side, jump, up and down. We're really playing with all planes in all directions in space. And then once I get my body warm, then I like to do some active mobility on any area in my body that I feel needs improvement, right? And for me, that would be in the lower body, the hips and hamstrings. Definitely something I'm currently working on in this stage of my athletic career. And yeah, let me tell you something. It's been tough, you know what I mean? When you tackle your weaknesses and your weak points, you get humbled real quick, no matter how simple the movement looks. So after I'm feeling all loose and mobilized, I start warming up the upper body, right? So for a more advanced athlete such as myself, I don't find regular push-ups to be fun anymore. So, in my other videos, you'll probably see some plyometric push-ups, some freestyle push-ups, push-ups off the wrist, stuff like that. But I'm currently fixated on this new variation that I use with the landmine. So I call it the landmine push-up fly. And as you can see here on screen, that's why I call it that, because I'm using a landmine and I'm doing a push-up to a fly. And of course, I'm hitting that on both sides 3 times each for 3 reps. So it's 9 times each side, split into 3 different sets. Now that the chest is warm, and because I'm only hitting the gym twice a week rather than being there 5 days a week and working out for 4, I gotta fit a lot in, right? And of course, in every workout program, you need to have compound movements, right? So, a lot of people will tell you, hey, just do push-ups, right? You good. Calisthenics this, calisthenics that. And it's like, yo, I'm a big advocate for calisthenics when you're first starting out. But after a while, you're gonna have to add some weight. So a lot of people will tell you like, hey, yo, you know, you're probably going to get too big. You know what I mean? Like, how are you going to break properly, right? And I think the thing is that, I say is a lot, right? The thing is that I'm in it for the long game. I want to be breaking my entire life. And to break, you know, break dance, to break your entire life, you need to treat your body as if it's going to keep going, right? And a lot of people around my age, in their late 20s, early 30s, you know, that's kind of when they stop breaking, right? And it's really sad to see, because scientifically, you know, you hit your prime when you're 40, right? Like, that's your physical prime. That's when you turn into the most grown version of yourself. And I don't remember where I heard that from, but anyways, I'm going off on a tangent here, right? Every training program needs to have a compound movement in it, or it needs to focus on the compound movements. So that's your bench, squat, deadlift. And, you know, I just warmed up the chest with those landmine push flies. So now it's a good time to actually tackle bench press. And in this specific session, I haven't hit bench press in almost a month, because I've been traveling, doing a lot of competitions, battling and stuff. And, you know, you guys seen the vlogs. So yeah, I decided to see if I can still hit my 1 rep max. So I'm warming up with 35 on each side. So that's 115 pounds total. And then, you know, the classic 1 plate on each side, 135 pounds total, right? And I hit those for about 8 to 9 reps each. I'm not counting in the video here, but, you know, in my head, 8 to 9 is kind of like that sweet spot. I like the number 8 a lot because, you know, it looks like infinity. I love the number 9 a lot because, you know, 9 is the most powerful number. And then here I'm going to my 1 rep max. And yo, shout out to the homie Amar, right? My brother from another mother. Yo, he randomly showed up and I was like, hey, cool, I got someone to spot me, right? Because I didn't want to ask my old coworkers for a spot. It's kind of awkward. So yeah, I'm really grateful that, you know, my boy Amar came through. And, you know, my 1 rep max is 185. I tried breaking 185. The last day I hit bench press with my cousin. I vlogged that day too, but then my camera ran out of batteries because I haven't been on that YouTube grind in a while. But anyways, we back here, right? And in the video, you know, it was a shitty angle. And I told homie, like, yo, I'm gonna go for 2. And, you know, I can't hit 2 yet, so save me, right? And in the video, it looks like he's helping me through the first rep, but I'm telling you guys, like, I can hit 185. I only weigh 135, so that's about 140% of my body weight, and I'm very proud of that. Being 5'5", 135 pounds, being able to hit 140% of my body weight in bench press, because I'm not a bodybuilder, right? I'm a b-boy, I'm a breaker, so, you know, hypertrophy is not my main, it's not my main goal. Aesthetics is not my main goal. I let the aesthetics be a byproduct of the training that I do, all the movement that I do, all the strength training, plyometric, athletic training, metabolic conditioning, and of course breaking, right? I let that dictate how my body looks, and yo, I'll look good. Anyways, so I didn't lose the 185. I haven't gotten any weaker, but I haven't gotten any stronger either. So now that I'm implementing a serious 2-day-a-week program, yeah, I'm looking forward to, you know, getting up to that coveted 225. All right. So after bench press, obviously, you know, you're doing a lot of horizontal push. So I like to round it out with some vertical pulling, right? So why not hit the pull-ups? And, you know, I'm really good at pull-ups. I'm not gonna bang out the reps and try to like fatigue my muscles because I'm gonna practice later too. So I do 3 sets of 3 very high pull-ups with a little side-to-side variation here. It's just enough stimulus to hit the tris and the traps very well.
And definitely give it a shot, guys, because this is my shit. All right, so after that, obviously, you know, I can't let bench be the only compound movement that I do. So we're gonna hit deadlift. And yes, that's right. We're hitting trap bar deadlift. And I know there's not a lot on the bar right now, but you know, deadlift is definitely not my strongest movement pattern. And that's why I work on it. And I personally like to use the trap bar setup, and here at this gym we have a open trap bar, which is hella cool. But anyways, yes, I like to use the trap bar deadlift because it's the more functional deadlift, right? If you look at a traditional deadlift, a lot of people be doing like the reverse grip and stuff, and then you get into all of these like muscle imbalances. And you know, the traditional deadlift, sumo deadlift, anytime where the bar is in front of you, I don't believe that it's a functional position to be in. Because let's think about it. How is this deadlift applicable in everyday life when you got something in front of you? You're just picking it up and then putting it down, picking it up, putting it down, right? What are you training for? Whereas, you know, the trap bar deadlift, the weights, the handles are on your side, right? And you can actually walk with the trap bar. This mimics carrying heavy bags, like your groceries, maybe, you know, bags of rice, your food, salt, bags of salt for your fucking, you know, snow if you live in a snowy area. I know I do. But yeah, you can't walk with a bar in front of you, but you can walk with, you know, bags or bars at your side, like a suitcase. So then after that, you know, I like to do some one arm hangs or just hanging in general because, you know, we're in that hunched over position after the deadlift, and, you know, even the bench press, right? I'm still feeling that excessive amount of horizontal push, and I still want to be able to get my arms overhead. You know, that's a very important position to be in when you're a breaker, because, yo, we need handstands, air power, you know, air tricks, all that good shit, right? And obviously, you know, when people overdo the bench press position, they kind of get that rounded shoulder look, and we don't really want that. And I've dealt with that majority of my life up until the point where I became a personal trainer and learned more about human physiology and biomechanics. So yeah, yo, throw in the hangs, guys. Throw it in. So now, so far, we got the warm-up, which is a little bit of cardio, right? Like the full sled is a full cardio workout. Then we got the mobility in. We hit the bench press, upper body push, and then we did the pull-ups, that's upper body pull, and then the deadlift, lower body pull, right? And obviously, in a perfect day, you'd hit lower body push too, right? Which is your squat. But in breaking, we're always in a squat position, so I don't squat too much. I squat a little bit more now than I used to, but I still don't. But I still want to engage the lower body, so I do this cool drill training lower body power, and I call it the medicine ball leg toss, right? And obviously I'm just picking up the med ball with my feet and then tossing it to the wall as hard as I can, and that way I get to use that thrusting force while putting some jump in there, right? And this gets me sweating so fucking fast. And it's great. I love it as a warm-up for days where I start doing power moves, right? Which I do here while I'm on the mat. And let me tell you guys, yo, today was the first day I hit this combo nice and clean. 3 flares, elbow track, down to a baby. Yep. Yo, trust me, like, a lot of people tell me I'm a great breaker, but power moves do not come easy to me, or they used to not come easy to me. But now that, you know, I have a better understanding of the human body and my own body, and I've been training breaking, practicing, working out for, almost 20 years, dude. Like, I'm just getting so much better. And even though I'm in, an age range where a lot of my contemporaries have retired, I feel like I'm just getting started. So yeah, after that, we hit a little bit of metabolic conditioning, right? And if you guys have never seen this machine before, I'm gonna put y'all on game. Like, this is the Ski Erg, or Ski ERG. And this is intense. It's made by the same people that use that fucking rowing machine, but I don't like the rowing machine. I don't think that's very functional because, we got planes now, right? Like, you don't have to go anywhere by rowboat or canoe or anything like that, right? That's more of a, it's more of a recreational activity. So anyways, I still want to get a similar stimulus, but for a b-boy, we like to hit the tries, right? Because the tries are very important. So adding some tricep activation and pushing down, like a pulling down, pushing down force, right? It rounds up what we did with the lower body with the medicine ball leg toss for the upper body. And you get a lot of cardio training in this. This is a metabolic conditioning tool. And let me tell you, I do 3 sets of 30 seconds with 1 minute rest in between. And it is a fucking killer. Like, this shit will have you roasted, I swear. And then after that, I hit the in-body scale to get my body fat percentage. And look at that, boys. Fucking 5.6% body fat. Subscribe to the channel to learn a little bit more about how I train, what I do, and if you got any questions, leave it in the comments. Until next time, guys. Peace.